Yo, what is going on, Team Steezy, man? It's your boy SteezyASmith back in the building, and today we're here to talk about why the Miami Heat should still trade for James Harden. But first, if you haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button, be sure to hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you haven't already, please be sure to follow the extension of our YouTube on Instagram at SteezyASmith. And with the holidays around the corner, Team Steezy would love to wish you guys a happy holidays. Be sure to get your friends and your family right with some Team Steezy merch. We got hoodies, we got shirts, we got clothes for dogs, we got clothes for women, for kids, all that. So be sure to get your family right this Christmas and cop some SteezyASmith merch. Without further ado, here's why James Harden should still want to go to the Miami Heat. All right, look, I get it. I saw the report too. Miami's backing out of the trade, and they're talking about how their interest in James Harden wasn't a lot. They weren't very interested in James Harden, and at the very most, they were kind of just inquiring. But if I'm the Miami Heat, yes, I'm still trading for James Harden, and I understand he doesn't fit the culture. It's South Beach. He might fall into that trap, and as we all have seen, he parties and all that. I get it. He's a human being. He's an NBA superstar. But tell me this. Did Shaq embody the Heat culture when he got traded to the Miami Heat in 2005? No. And you know what happened? Miami still won a championship in 2005, and they were a Dwayne Wade injury away from winning 2 rings with the Miami Heat. And so, yes, while James Harden does not embody Heat culture, at the end of the day, talent trumps culture. And I think that in this case, with James Harden being a former NBA MVP, a 3-time defending scoring champion, a 1-time assist champion, and so on, he would be a great fit in Miami alongside Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. And if he isn't included in the trade, Goran Dragic, who led the Heat in scoring last playoffs. And look, here's what a potential package would look like between Miami and Houston if a deal were to be made. On Miami's end, it'd be Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, a couple first-round picks, KZ Okpala, Kelly Olynyk, and Andre Iguodala to make the salaries work. Miami also has a James Johnson $7.7 million trade exception, and so at the end of the day, I think that equals to about the $41 million that James Harden is set to make for next season. Look, Miami is dealing with a whole lot of other teams in the Eastern Conference. You got Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie. They're coming in hot. Milwaukee traded for Jrue Holiday. Giannis re-signed. Boston, they're only getting better. Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're currently ascending. Can't forget about Indiana. What if Victor Oladipo stays healthy? There's simply too much competition in the Eastern Conference for Miami to just lay back and think that they can make another run at the NBA Finals this season. And I'm not trying to take anything away from them. That's still my team, and I got a whole lot of love for them. But I just think that with KD and Kyrie in the Eastern Conference, I don't see a realistic path for Miami getting back to the NBA Finals this season unless they make a splash move. And I forgot to even mention Philadelphia. They should be a lot better this season with Ben Simmons hopefully starting to take jumpers. And if all works out in Philadelphia, I mean, they're going to be a pretty dangerous team come playoff time as well. And so with that being said, Miami has to make a talent upgrade. I get it. Tyler Hero has star written all over him. But at the end of the day, does Tyler Hero's ceiling really equal that of James Harden and the player that he has become today? And honestly, I don't think so. I don't see Tyler Hero becoming an NBA MVP. I don't see Tyler Hero becoming a 3-time defending scoring champion. James Harden is truly a player of a kind. He's a top 10 offense by himself, and he could literally catapult this team into an NBA Finals contender. Because right now, I just do not think that they can get back to the NBA Finals, even with the growth of Bam Adebayo, even with the growth of the other young guys. And so, with the package that I outlined earlier, Miami does not have to give up Duncan Robinson or Goran Dragic, and so they're still able to surround James Harden, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo with a whole bunch of depth. Obviously, Coach Spo, he's been doing his Dougie for a while now, and Pat Riley, he knows what he's doing in the front office. And so Miami, I'll say it again, they backed out of the trade negotiations with the Houston Rockets, but if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm going to seriously reconsider re-engaging with the Houston Rockets for a potential deal with James Harden. I think that it's going to be the only thing that seriously catapults Miami into title contention this season. If we're talking about the future, I'd be willing to sacrifice a little bit of the future if it means landing a top 5 player in James Harden. Truly a scoring machine, a walking bucket. And yes, there might be a little bit of chemistry concerns with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, but Jimmy, he knows how to coexist with other star teammates. Look at his stat line from last year, 26-6. He averaged a career high in assists. I have no problems whatsoever with him playing alongside James Harden. And obviously, we all know about James Harden's deficiencies on the defensive end of the floor. And we get it. I get it. At times, he might not be the most conditioned, but as I mentioned earlier, Shaquille O'Neal was not an embodiment of the Heat culture, and yet he was still able to win the championship despite being overweight and despite being a little older. James Harden's a little older. He's a little overweight as well, but the Heat culture will get him right. Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley, them boys are not playing. And at the end of the day, UD is still there. The OG of Miami. He has a whole lot of respect around the locker room, around the league. James Harden, he's gonna party, he's gonna do all that, but at the end of the day, he's a top 5 NBA player, and you put him next to another top 15 player in Jimmy Butler and a top 20 player in Bam Adebayo, and you got an NBA Finals appearance in 2021. Miami, let's make it happen. Let me know in the comment section below, folks. Am I tripping? Let me know if you think Miami should trade for James Harden, or do you think that Miami should hold on to the young pieces and hold on to Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson? That's gonna be it for today, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed. James Harden, Miami. Steezy out.